Hello everyone! So today finally we have a new reading. I know I haven't uploaded anything recently, but I'm working on my website, so there's a lot of good stuff coming. Today I am doing a reading about what sort of seeds are you sowing at the moment. And I just wanted to say that these seeds can either be positive or negative. So just keep that in mind. We will see how it turns out in the cards. But yeah, we'll see. So we have 4 different groups as always. There's group 1, which is Turquoise. Then group 2 is Clear Quartz. Group 3, it's Moldavite. I hope you can see it properly. It's a really nice one. There we go. So that's Moldavite. And then Herkimer diamond as the last one. It's not a real diamond, it's just called like that, but still it's a really nice stone. Alright, so take a while, pick your pile, and I'll start as always with group 1. Okay, so let's see, what seeds are you sowing right now? I picked lots of different cards from, like every single card is from a different deck. So I'm just testing how it all works. We'll see if it works well or not. But yeah, let's just see how it goes. Okay, so I can see all of the cards in the frames. So let's start. What sort of seeds are you sowing? I think with this group I will just focus on what is going on right now and how that translates to what seeds you are sowing, and then we'll just pull it all together. Anyway, I look at the tarot cards first. So we have the Ace of Coins or the Ace of Pentacles. Then there is the Two of Cups, Ace of Cups in reverse, and Ace of Swords in reverse. So already this situation is telling me there is a new beginning, and it's a practical new beginning. There is some sort of opportunity, something that will start on the material level. And then we also have 2 other aces, so there's more beginnings happening, but they are in reverse. And then we also have the Two of Cups, which talks about balance, or it can also talk about relationships. And here I get a feeling there is some new relationship that is starting. However, these 2 aces are in reverse. So it might be that your emotions are blocked and you cannot see clearly because the Ace of Swords is also in reverse. The only ace that's upright is the Ace of Pentacles. So on the material level, it might seem that everything is going well, but then in your mind and in your heart, something is blocked. It just doesn't flow the way it should. There's not enough clarity. And maybe your heart is closed off to this new opportunity, this new beginning. And what I have with this card, Mistrust, is I would be careful if you are planting seeds of mistrust, because maybe in your mind you feel so confused by this situation, by this relationship, and because your heart is blocked, these emotions, you just cannot express them properly. Perhaps you might sabotage yourself. You don't trust that you deserve this new beginning with someone, or that this other person is also interested in you. It's this mistrust. And what I would focus on is to make sure that you do whatever is possible to have clear communication with that person, if it is a person, and then also working on your heart, opening your heart so that you just don't have your emotions blocked. Because this seems like an amazing opportunity. I mean, this Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Coins, It's something practical. And looking at these cards, if they were upright, I would say it's such an amazing new beginning. So it's something emotional, something romantic starting, and there's clarity, and it happens on, material level, and it's so great. But since these two cards are in reverse, I would just check whether I trust myself and I trust the other person, or do I tend to kind of sabotage myself, thinking, well, maybe this is not the right person, or I don't know really if this is what I'm feeling towards them. So I would say just be careful that you plant seeds of love and clear communication rather than this mistrust that appeared here. And then with this Judge card, it says balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. And it's interesting with the Two of Cups, because Two of Cups, well, it's also about balance, it's about harmony. So maybe you are planting seeds for, to balance things, so that you balance your heart and your mind. And then you also know how to act on it in the everyday life, in the physical world. And yes, but here in the shadow attributes, it talks about offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. So perhaps you are not trusting yourself, or you don't trust other people, and you only have criticism towards yourself or the other person or some situation, and you constantly are looking for, okay, what could go wrong? Okay, what is wrong with this person? What is wrong with me? And I would say just stop this. There's so many great things here. It's just about realizing them. It's about thinking, okay, how can I open my heart space so that the emotions just flow and that I attract the person that I deserve? And then this card, it basically says treasures from the depths. And somehow I connected with the Ace of Cups because there's also water. And for this card, I made an illustration of a pearl at the bottom of the ocean or whatever it is. And that sometimes you have to dive deep to find these treasures. And if you just start thinking about it, if you think, okay, there is more to this. Because with this Ace of Coins upright, I feel like the energy might be focused on the material world, but then because this is the heart and this is the mind, you might just ignore it, or it might not be as important to you because you cannot see it. But there's so many treasures in the depths. And if you look within yourself, and if you try to clear your mind, this is when you can really reach that balance and find something that is really, really amazing, and it's a treasure. And you cannot find it just lying on the ground, or it's not that anyone can find it. It is within you, and you have to dive. It might seem a bit scary. It might seem like, okay, it's dark down there, and I don't know if I can dive, or I don't know if I can hold my breath for so long and stuff like that. But there is a treasure down there, and there's so many beginnings here. You have to trust yourself. And with this new moon in Sagittarius, luck is on your side. Sagittarius, it's all about expansion. It's all about travel. It's about discovering things, which I think goes really well with this card because it's about discovering these treasures. And the Sagittarius also talks about law, which also is going well with the Judge card. It is about philosophy, higher learning. So it's about going up there and seeing the bigger picture. So it's not that you just focus on this tiny little thing. And then realize, okay, this is bad. But if you go out of your, I don't know, perspective, then perhaps you will see, okay, it's not as bad as I thought. And because this is a new moon, it's a new beginning. So again, another new beginning. And here I would say, just trust yourself, plant seeds of self-love and plant seeds of trust. Because from the cards here, I can see that you can judge things pretty well, but there is a possibility that it's only destructive criticism, that you pick on things that are wrong because maybe you don't feel like anything good can happen to you. So here I feel that it can go either way. And if you plant those seeds of mistrust, then this new beginning might not really happen, or if it happens, not much will follow. But if you really dive deep, then you can really find the treasure, and luck is on your side, so it will be something very positive. See, it's about this bow and arrow, and it points right there. So it's about focusing on what you want and going for it, rather than, scattering yourself. And with this Ace of Swords in reverse, it might be that at the moment you are confused and there's no clarity around you. Maybe the communication is not clear, or maybe your mind is clouded. And with a closed heart, yes, it can create this feeling of, mistrust. Like, why would I go with this? I don't want to put myself out there because I will be hurt. But then this Ganesha card. Ganesha is a god. So I would say just realize that it's not only luck is on your side, but also, you get support from the gods or the spirits, whatever you prefer to believe in, whatever, resonates with you. And that there is some divine guidance with all this. Let's see, maybe I should pull another card just for the advice. Okay, let's see. So what is the advice for group 1 for the turquoise? Let's just pick one card, because then it gets too complicated. So what is the advice here for this group? Oh, come on, one card. Okay, and let's just pick one. Maybe this one. Ace of Swords in reverse again. So for the advice, I would say just look for clarity. Don't give in to confusion. Don't give in to all these clouds that can block your vision. Just communicate as clear as possible. Say what you want to say, and say it in as straight way as possible. So don't try to beat around the bush, or don't try to think, oh, but this will offend someone, or this sounds a bit too direct. No, you really have to cut through the confusion. You have to Ace of Swords in reverse. So I feel like there is a lot of confusion here and a lot of uncertainty. So because this is in reverse, I feel like it tells me, don't give in to all these clouds and go for what you want and just communicate it. Because mistrust, if you think about what is mistrust, I guess it can start with not saying everything, and then you feel something is not right. You can feel it. It's your intuition telling you that something is off. And then you stop saying stuff because like, I will not get a true answer anyway. So just make sure that you don't plant seeds of mistrust, whether it is within you or whether it's about other people. And then once you get through that fog, once you get through all this confusion, just make sure you dive deep, find that treasure, and then you will be able to plant seeds of balance and balance, and feeling like, okay, I've done things correctly, I've done them in a fair way, and I've done them according to my own set of rules. Because I think Sagittarius can also be about your personal moral code, so that you don't betray yourself and your beliefs. Okay, so I think that's it for group 1. Thank you for listening, and I will move on to group 2. Hello, group 2, so that's clear quartz, and this is your reading. What seeds are you planting? Let's see the cards. Yeah, I picked one of each of the decks I have, so there's a lot of different information, but let's see how it all comes together. Okay, how did I put it in the last deck? I think it was something like this. Okay, and it's all visible, perfect. So let's see, what is going on? What seeds are you planting? The first thing that kind of connects with me is this Passion card and the Queen of Wands. So I can already see that you are moving towards something that you really want. It's really passionate, there's a lot of fire, there's a lot of enthusiasm, you just go for it, you know? And you are really positive about it. It's not that you just are stuck in your head or, you know, you are blocked by the physical world. No, you just go for it. And something you're passionate about. So I think this is great. That's the first thing that I picked up on. So you're planting these seeds of passion, planting seeds of enthusiasm, so that later they can grow into something more. So if you're perhaps starting a business or some personal project and you're so passionate, this will really take you far. And I feel that if you really start passionately, then you can build up on it later on. So if you, first thing you have to start. If you don't start, you cannot take anything else forward. Because sometimes you can think like, okay, I'll do it tomorrow, and maybe I first have to consult this person, or maybe first I have to buy all these things, and then in result, you never start because you keep putting it off. But here, I see that you just go for it, and this is great. What is the next message? Here we have the Temperance in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, and 10 of Cups in reverse. And this is telling me perhaps you are out of balance, because that's the Temperance card. It's about pouring one liquid from one cup to another, and there's just enough so that it doesn't spill, but the cup is full. But when it's in reverse, it might be that there's too much of one thing. Well, I don't think it's about passion, because the card is upright, the Queen is upright, so it's not that it's too much passion. But then the High Priestess in the reverse also is telling me that perhaps you don't really go ahead with your intuition. That some sort of balance is not right. And maybe it stems from something to do with family. Maybe you were expecting a really harmonious relationship, or you really wanted to have this happy family, this 10 of Cups, you know, this emotional fulfillment, but it's blocked, it's not there. And I feel like it has to do with these two cards. So something is out of balance, and maybe you don't really trust your intuition, and this is why this is not available yet. I think that it is possible to turn this card around so that you do have emotional fulfillment, so that you do have those 10 cups and whatever happy family means for you, whether it's you doing whatever you want, or you and your cat, or pet spider, whatever there is. For now it's blocked because you're not in balance and you don't listen to your intuition. And I feel like that's where this card comes in. It says in the world of boho, and it talks about that this style is known from already the 18th century, and it's about connecting things that at first don't really match themselves. So it's about fabrics and patterns, and it's all about your individual taste. And it's about your imagination, your fantasy, and it's about comfort so that you do whatever you want. So here I would think whether there's too much of one thing. It's not in balance. And here it's about connecting things, mixing things up that at first might not seem that they mix well. And now I just am thinking about this card, the full moon in Virgo, you are good enough. And Virgo is about... it's about taking chaos and organizing it. Basically, that's the energy of Virgo. It's about taking things and categorizing them. It's also about value. It's about measuring, okay, how much is this? How much is that? And is this worth this? And it's a really practical energy. So with this sort of combination, I would think whether your self-esteem is high enough, because with this damsel card, for the shadow attributes, because that's what's just got my attention, it says waiting for a knight to provide for you, seduction by romantic illusion. And here in the light attributes, inspires you to rely on yourself. And I feel that these two go together. So I would think about whether you follow your passions, whether you just go ahead with what you want, or whether you could be thinking, am I good enough? And thinking that perhaps one day somebody will come and give this to you. And this is where this lack of balance comes from. Because it is about balancing your self-esteem. It is about balancing your inner power with the outside world. So there are two different energies. There's the yin and yang. And yang is the masculine energy. You go for it. And I feel like this is it, the passion. You just do it. And then the feminine yin energy, it is about being passive, because sometimes it's better to wait things through. Because sometimes when you do something, you mess it up even more. So it's better to wait. But are you just waiting around for things to come to you? Or are you actively going out for them? You're pursuing your passions. Maybe you're waiting for someone who will provide you this 10 of cups, this family, but are you just waiting there in your tower and look out? And you just look out of the window and think, oh my God, I'm so bored, but as soon as somebody else comes, they will rescue me. But perhaps you don't realize there is a way out of that tower. You can go out and make your own adventures. Maybe you feel, okay, there is more, and I have this passion, and I really want to do it. And yet, something is stopping you. Maybe you don't trust. Yeah, maybe you don't trust your intuition. You feel that no, it doesn't go together, that this and this doesn't match. But this card says, yeah, it does. It's all about your personal taste. It's all about your personal style. And maybe other people don't do it, but if you do it, you can make it a thing. And it's not about waiting for somebody else to fill your cup. It's about you realizing, yes, I am good enough, you know? I have everything that I need. I just have to go for it. And this spider, it makes me think of fear. Fearing that, okay, maybe I am not good enough. Maybe I need somebody else to help me. But this passion, all these cards, they tell me, yes, you can rely on yourself. You are good enough. You can be that Queen of Wands and you can make your own Ten of Cups. You don't have to wait for someone to bring you all these cups. No, you can go yourself and learn everything. And with the spider also, spiders make spider webs. And it is about having this web of connections. And perhaps by going out and, you know, reaching out to different people, you can build your own net. You know, it's like networking. You can have something that you can fall back on when things don't go well or when you need some support. So that it's not just you, but you create that net together with other people, maybe through your passions. And that's when you can build something of your own. And yeah, I would say in terms of what seeds are you planting, you're planting seeds for self-reliance. You're planting seeds of passion. You just have to make sure that you are in balance inside yourself, within you, so that you don't wait for other people to come and to provide you with that sense of self-worth. You know, when people tell you, oh, you're so amazing and oh, you're so lovely. And yes, it is nice to hear that from others, but you have to know it within yourself so that you don't become codependent on other people. And listen to your intuition. Because right now I feel that it is blocked because of the fear. So let's take a card for some sort of advice for group 2. So what is the advice for group 2? Just one card. What is the advice here? And let's just take one card. The advice is Queen of Cups. So I would say, yeah, it's about your emotions. It's about your intuition, being self-sufficient, being that queen. And you have another queen here as well. So be your own queen. Don't let others say, oh no, you don't deserve this. No, look at her, how she holds that cup. She's like, yeah, it's my cup. And I fill it up myself. Yeah, what did I say before about filling your own cup? Don't wait for others to fill your cup for you. This is about knowing who you are, your emotions, your feelings, and that you are responsible for them. You are responsible to make yourself happy, not other people. And even here, see how similar these two are? So yeah, the advice here is, I would say, is just look at your feelings, emotions, own them. Be confident, plant those seeds of self-worth, of being self-reliant, and trust your intuition and your emotions. And then you will be able to have the 10 of Cups that you really dream about. Okay, so I think that's it for you, group 2. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm off to group 3. Hello, group 3. That is the Moldavite crystal. Well, actually, technically speaking, it's not a crystal. And according to old information, it was some sort of meteorite that hit the Earth, and then because of the fusion, that's basically how Moldavite was formed. I'm not an expert on all the technical information, but anyway, this is a really powerful crystal. Very powerful, all about transformation. But let's see how that connects with the cards that you have. Okay, so basically I pulled a lot of cards from different decks, and it's interesting to see how they all come together. And yeah, I have so many decks that it's nice to actually have some use for them. How did I do it last time? Every time I ask myself this question and it just confuses me even more. Okay, let's put them nicely. And yeah, you can see, can you see all of them? Yes, you can. Okay, so group 3, what sort of seeds are you planting? So first of all, I will look at perhaps what is going on right now with the tarot cards and then how it all connects with all the other cards. And already with this 8 of Wands reverse, 3 of Wands reverse, the Star in reverse and Justice in reverse, perhaps something didn't go your way and things are slowing down. Maybe you wanted to go on some sort of trip, you had some journey planned, but all these plans just basically were cancelled or didn't go your way. Because that's the 3 of Wands, something being cancelled, something, you see here, upright, this person is looking at the ships. It's like, okay, looking out into the future, thinking, okay, maybe one day I will go onto this ship and I will sail far away and I will have great adventures. But in reverse, this energy is blocked. And same here with the 8 of Wands. It's about fast forward movements. But in reverse, it's about slowing down. It's about losing the momentum. And then the Star in reverse, it's about losing hope. It's feeling a bit defeated. It's thinking, okay, I have no more hope left. I have no more inspiration and I'm just tired with all of this. And then the Justice. Perhaps something didn't go in a way that is fair to you, or maybe it was you who didn't act according to your own set of moral values, and this is why you're disappointed because something happened. So here what I see, these two cards go so well together. So we have Hold Your Vision, Fixed Moon, and this card says put up boundaries or put up borders. And here it makes me think about, do you put up the boundaries that you need? Do you allow other people to just do whatever they want? Are you able to hold your vision despite things happening that are not in your favor, that are not helping you, when things are slowing down, when plans are cancelled, when you feel defeated and when you feel you have no more inspiration left? Can you hold your vision? Or do you just move on to something else because, oh well, it didn't work? This card, this combination is telling me, hang in there, make those boundaries so that you know, okay, I give myself this much time and I can put in this much effort. And then when it doesn't work, then I can actually do something. Maybe I can move on. But even if there is some sort of stagnation or things slow down, it's just a part of the process. I have to hold my vision because it's fixed moon. It's about being like a stone. Nobody can move you. And even if there's wind, rain, I don't know, snow, whatever, you are there and nobody will move you. And even if it seems everything is against you, you can still hold that vision and wait for better times. Because I see something nice is coming here. Because we have the Rose, and we have Rescuer, and we have Flirty. And this makes me think of a really beautiful energy. Rose, of course, makes me think about love, and then this Flirty card also. Perhaps that there will be a person that will make you feel this way. And then with this rescuer, so the light attributes, it says, provides strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. And then for shadow attributes, assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. So here we can see strength and support to others in crisis. And to me, it looks like you are going through this so that you can build this strength. So that when others are in this situation, or maybe when you are in this situation again, you have this. And it's also heart-shaped. So that kind of connects with the idea of love. And also, if you think about travels, because that's a card about traveling, this is a boat. You know, so this person is out on travels and they have this, how do you even call this? I don't know how it's called in English. This, whatever it is, whatever saves your life. And they have it and they can throw it on if somebody else is drowning and they can help them. But I think first you need to hold your vision and make those boundaries. And this is why this perhaps didn't work out. So that first you can sort out this issue and then you can go on your adventure and there will be justice. There will be that star up on the sky guiding you. Where are you meant to go? And then things will go super quick from there. You will feel that there's wind that will take you and your boat ahead, full speed. But for now, it is about making sure that you can deal with things when they slow down, when maybe nothing seems like it's moving, but you can still hold on to things. And nobody can tell you, oh, you're stupid, you're waiting for things and they're not gonna happen. No, if you feel that it is going to happen, then, you know, trust yourself, trust your vision, trust your boundaries. And then you go out on your adventure. And then you can actually help others and you can help yourself. And it is about love. Acts out of love with no expectation of reward. And I think it's such a beautiful energy, especially the rose as well, you know. If you think about the energy of rose, the symbolism, it is about love. It is about showing to someone, okay, I love you, I can help you, and I don't expect anything as a reward. I don't expect anything back. And maybe when you are out traveling, you know, you will meet that person that you want to meet. Whether it is somebody romantic or whether it's a friend, something beautiful. Some beautiful energy that there will be between you. But if you think about rose also has thorns on its stem. So even though it is beautiful, you can hurt yourself. And it is about being aware that sometimes you get the thorn and sometimes you get the rose. Oh, I don't know if it's a saying or not, but it just came into my mind. And you also have to wait for the rose to blossom. It's not that it's like this all the time. It starts with a tiny bud. And you have to, hold your vision. You have to remember, okay, soon this rose will blossom and it will be beautiful and I can look at it and enjoy it, I can smell it and it's amazing. I can give it to someone if I want to, but I have to wait. And you have to tell others, look, leave my rose alone. It is mine. Don't touch it. Don't cut it. It is mine. And even if it seems like nothing happens, it is still mine and I will do what I want with it. So I feel like the seeds that you are sowing, it is about boundaries. It is about being able to withstand any sort of karmic situations, because justice, it's about karma as well, and perhaps there is some negative karma coming your way, but you know, you deal with it and it's sorted. Sometimes you just have to, there's nothing else you can do. And instead of running away from it, you just go for it, you know, you confront it head on. And if there is in a situation where things are cancelled and you kind of lose your hope and things are slowing down, yeah, don't lose hope. Maybe you will find another person who will rescue you, and then you can rescue other people. Okay, let's look at the advice. So one card, what is the advice for group 3? Okay, so what is the advice? It's about Knight of Cups in reverse. So here I would say, don't give in when there is some sort of Knight of Cups coming your way and telling you, oh look, I have this cup for you, and they talk in those really charming words, and they are so romantic, and you know, it's about that flirty energy in the rose. But it's in reverse. So I would say, be careful so that you don't just dive into their story because it sounds nice or because you need this love after all these difficult, you know, circumstances. And I got this image because this is Knight of Cups. It's about water. It's about drowning in these emotions. It's about kind of, when there's too many emotions, you might feel like it's overwhelming, you're drowning, and then you need somebody to rescue you. So here I would just say, stay down to the ground. Don't feel that somebody can come in, say a few words, and they will rescue you. Because maybe they have some other motive. Because here it's about acting out of love, and there's no expectation of reward. But what if this other person comes in and thinks, okay, now this person owes me, and every time when something doesn't go their way, they will be like, well, but I saved you that other time, and you know, you should be grateful, you owe me. See, keeps the rescued one needy. So just look out for that. Rescue yourself first. Create some boundaries. And make sure you don't give in to any of these people who know what to say. They know how to manipulate you in an emotional way. They know what buttons to push emotionally so that they can control you, so that you owe them something. Because if it was upright, I would be like, yeah, you know, it's a nice energy. Somebody will offer you something. But here, I feel like there are some strings attached. There is something a bit shady. And because it's water, it all kind of connects together. Okay. So I think that's it for group 3. I hope that helped and that gives you some heads up about what to focus on, what to not focus on, so you plant the correct seeds. Okay, so that's group 3. Thank you very much for watching, and I will move on to group 4. Hello, group 4. So this is the Herkimer diamond. You probably can't see it well, but okay, it's a nice crystal anyway. So group 4, Herkimer diamond. Let's see what seeds are you planting right now. And as I said with the other groups, I just picked one of each. Like one card from each pile. No, one card from each deck. Yes. And let's just see. Let's just see what comes up. All right. And is it visible? Yeah, it's so sunny today. I can just barely see what's up in the camera. Anyway, that's group 4. What seeds are you planting? The first thing that comes up to me is the Emperor, which is 4, and the 4 of Pentacles. And these two energies to me are so not that they are the same, not that they are really similar, but it is about holding on to things. And it's not always bad. I would say it's not always bad to hold on to things. And the Emperor, it's about personal power. And I feel that you are coming into your own power. See how proud that Emperor is? It's like keeping his head up high. And you can see that he rules this place. He is the one in authority and people respect him. That people don't just ignore him or, they laugh at him behind the scenes. No, he is respectable. He's the authority and people look up to him. They respect him. And with this Four of Pentacles, I feel like it's about holding on to this energy of the Emperor. Because perhaps you do feel tired. I mean, the Nine of Wands. Upright, it's about just keep fighting, even though you're a bit battered and tired. You still keep fighting, but Nine of Wands in reverse, I would say it's a bit... You can get paranoid, because if you think about the image on the Rider-Waite deck, this person is kind of already injured a bit and is looking around like, oh, where is this next attack is coming from? Where is that next wand going to hit me? And I feel like you are realizing, okay, I have to become my own authority. I have to come into my power so that no more of these wands attacking me. And the Queen of Wands in reverse, it makes me think. It's this energy of not being enthusiastic, but being... Because upright, it's a really nice energy. It's creative and you go for what you want, but other way around, it's kind of vengeful and spiteful. It's like, oh, this person managed to do this and they achieved this and I didn't. And oh, it's not a nice energy. And I don't know if it's you or if it's other people. Maybe other people looking at you because you are coming into your power. They're like, oh no, they were weak before, but now they've gained some power. And sometimes people don't like it, they want you to be in that weak state so they can take advantage of you. And that's not nice. Anyway, let's move on and see how that ties in. So we have the Healer card. Passion to serve others by repairing body, mind, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing. Okay, I can already kind of see how that connects. And then shadow attributes. Taking advantage of those who need help. Failing to care for oneself. And this card connects with this one. It talks about wearing amber for health. And amber, it's not a crystal, it is, how is it called in English? I mean, it comes from a tree. It's like the sap. And then you find it on the seashore. And sometimes it can have different insects or things that have been preserved inside. And amber, it's really good for protection when it comes to like psychic protection. It's really cleansing and protective. So I feel like with healing, it really helps you to draw out any impurities and things that you don't really want in your life. You just heal them. And this is where I connect this Nine of Wands. So I would say that you are healing whatever battle scars you have, whatever fatigue you have. And if there's any paranoia about where the next attack will be, it's saying, okay, wait, just take some time to breathe out, repair whatever has been damaged, whether it is your body, mind, or spirit. And then realize that you are powerful. And while this Four of Pentacles can talk about holding on to the power, I would be careful. Don't hold on to this pain. Don't hold on to others telling you that you can't do this. No. Be your own emperor and heal yourself, because nobody else will do that for you. And perhaps by finding your personal power, becoming an authority for yourself, then you can also help others to heal. And when I look at this basket, that kind of goes together, because what is the function of a basket? To carry things in. And I feel like this person holds on to all these pentacles. And it's about, what do you put in your basket? What do you carry with you? Do you carry all these wounds, all this pain, all these things that you've had for so long, but you're afraid to let them go? Or do you carry something helpful? Do you carry the first aid kit that you can help others with? I mean, of course not. You know, it's metaphorically, but yeah. What is in your basket? Is it too heavy because you have too many things that you don't need? Or is it empty? For me, it's about learning things. It is about having certain abilities that you can put in your basket and say, okay, I have it and I can use it when I want to. So sometimes it's good to hold on to certain things if they are of value, but sometimes we hold on to things because we are scared what will be next, or what will other people say, you know? So here, it is about healing yourself, becoming powerful, being that ruler, you know? And with these two cards, actually I will leave them here, it talks about full moon in Libra, a win-win outcome is forecast. And what is Libra about? Libra is all about balance. You can see the scales. And it's not about having too much of one thing, because then it just goes down and this other thing is empty. So it's about learning, what is my balance? Like, what do I need to have these scales at equal level? Do I want to hold on to things? Do I want to keep them in my basket? Do I want to hold on to this? All these battle scars? No, maybe not. Maybe it's about releasing them. But then it says win-win outcome is forecast, so you will win and the other person also will be happy. So it's not that you have to sacrifice something, that it's either you or the other person. No, it is possible to compromise. Oh, that's such a Libra thing, to compromise. But don't compromise on yourself, because that's what Libra can do sometimes. It can be that you compromise on yourself for the sake of peace and harmony, but no, don't do that. And then with this crush energy, maybe you do have a crush. Maybe there is somebody that you like. And then win-win outcome is forecast. You will be happy and they will be happy. But first of all, I would say it's about healing. It's about health. Heal whatever scars you have from the past. And realize, hey, it's my life, you know? I do what I want. I am the ruler here. And it can be a really tough rulership, though. It's not about taking into consideration other people. And it is interesting because this is Aries and this is Libra, which are two opposite signs. Because Aries, it's all about, you know, yourself. It's me and I want this and I will go for it. And I don't care what other people say, I'll just do it. But Libra is like, is this fair? Will this offend others? So here I feel that the seeds that you are planting, it's the seed of balance, that when you want to, you can be that emperor and you can just go for it. But other times, it's more of that Libra energy, when you can compromise, when you can cooperate with other people. But first you have to heal yourself. It's about healing yourself. But then if you think about the word crush, like when something is crushed, not just about, you know, romantic interest, but if you crush someone, that kind of relates to this Nine of Wands, when you've been crushed by all these wands, all these circumstances, and you have to take time to heal. So let's see what is the advice here. Okay, what is the advice for group 4? What is advice for group 4? I have to. No, just one card, please. I saw Six of Pentacles in reverse, so balance again. Because Six of Pentacles in reverse, it's about not balancing give and take. It's when you give too much, or when others give too much and you don't give back in return. Okay, let's just take one card. And what is the advice for this group? Seven of Swords. So here I would say, don't deceive yourself. Don't self-sabotage. Don't feel like you have to do these sort of sneaky things to achieve something. Just watch out. I would say be fair, because of that Libra card. And be honest with yourself. If there's any deceit going on, that's not good. You cannot deceive yourself that everything is fine. That, well, maybe I've been through some battles, but well, it will all be fine at the end. Or, my basket is heavy and there's not that much useful stuff there, but, well, I like to hang on to things. No, it's just watch out. If you are planting seeds of deceit, if you're deceiving yourself, telling yourself everything is fine, I don't need to take time to heal myself. You know, who has time for that? I prefer to focus on other people rather than myself. So here with this group, I would say you can plant seeds of healing. You can plant seeds of personal authority, but also ability to balance. But be careful that you don't plant the seeds of deceit, and you don't just... I just got this image of these roots going deep into earth. You know, that once those roots reach so deep, that's it, you're stuck. And you cannot really replant the, I don't know, tree or whatever it is, because it will die, because the roots reach so deep and so far that once you try to pull it out, it's just not gonna work. So I would say here, in terms of seeds, be careful where you plant the seeds. So not what type of seeds, but where you plant them, so that they have the best possible environment to thrive in. Because if you throw a seed on the pavement, come on, it's not going to grow. Even if it's a really good seed, it's not going to grow. So just think about that. Even if you want to heal yourself, it's about how you approach it. Because even if you have good motivation, if it's good intentions, it's about where you actually direct all this energy. And don't talk to yourself like, oh, well, yeah, I'm doing this, it's fine. And you just deceive yourself, you know? It's not that you deceive other people and it's all good inside, you know. It's not going to work. If you don't heal these wounds, things are just not gonna go well. Because they will open up again if they are not healed properly. And then what's after 9 of Wands? 10 of Wands. It's about a big burden on your back. So it's better to heal yourself, release all this burden before it becomes too much. It's about a basket, you know. What do you carry in your basket? Is it a burden, or can you use it in some constructive way? And do you let other people tell you what to do? Do you let other people affect your actions? Or do you have your own passion and your own energy to go for what you want? Because if you do, if you heal, win-win outcome is forecast. And it's full moon, so it's about something reaching the highest point. You know, reaching the peak. And then it's going down. And it's also about timing. Are you planting those seeds at the right time, in the right place? Because just the seed itself is not everything. It can be the best seed in the world. I don't know, some amazing plant, but if you throw it on the pavement in the middle of winter, believe me, nothing is going to happen. Okay, so I hope this helped. I think that's it for the group 4, and that's it for this reading. So thank you very much for listening. I hope it was helpful. I hope it wasn't too much like, oh yeah, don't do this. But it is necessary. It can't be just all positive and it's like, oh, it's amazing and you're doing great and, you know, keep doing what you're doing, because, yeah, don't deceive yourself. Just be honest with yourself, even if it's painful. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you again for listening, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye!